Hey y'all, welcome to the Lilac Room. Lilac here. This is my second reading of the night, and I just want to thank you guys for coming back to my channel to hear another reading. It's February 6th. The moon is very big in the sky, so these are full moon readings, but we're not doing them sign by sign. I'm actually just going to do them by the elements. I just finished posting the earth signs. And actually, I'm moving on to fire now. I'm trying to get myself fired up here. I am shuffling my new deck that I am very excited about. This is called the Dungeons and Dragons deck. I've been wanting this deck for a really long time, and I received it as a gift. And the artwork's really interesting, so we're going to see what kind of messages come through. What's going on with the new moon, not new moon, but the full moon energy. Several times this week it's come up about like kind of using the power associated with that full moon energy. So what does that mean for you guys, for you fire signs, for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarians? Most of you know I'm a fire sign, and I've got my Venus as a fire sign as well, both in Leo. I got a lot of fire. Queen of Charisma comes out in the center reading. It's weird because this card doesn't actually make me think of a queen at all. It makes me think of this other tarot card, Ten of Cups, I think it is. And it's like, what? This queen, she does have charisma, yes, but I feel like there's something about her. We're going to explore it. The challenge is the King of Wisdom. Wow. We've got a pair, guys. We've got a Queen of Charisma and a King of Wisdom. And the Queen is challenged by this King. It's like something that made me a little uncomfortable about her. I mean, in a way, she looks a little like me, so she kind of reminds me of me. And I am a fire sign, so it's like she's there. She's hosting this, like, dinner. You know, she probably set that whole table. She's carrying the pie. I wear aprons. I tie my hair in a thing like that, and I carry dishes and trays on the tips of my finger like that all the time. People always comment on it. So I can't help but see myself in this card. So fire sign women, is this you? Fire sign women who are tuning in, are you the hostess with the mostest? Are you serving a bunch of people who don't even make eye contact with you? You know, where's the gratitude in this picture? I don't see it. I see a lot of people indulging themselves and benefiting from the beauty that you create. And you're powerful about it. You're standing there like saying, this is what I do, and I love what I do, but what do you get from it? The challenge is this King of Wisdom. Very powerful being, someone who's got a lot of strength. I feel like he's doing a sort of like a Tai Chi kind of move, like he's just kind of bringing the energy in, you know, like doing martial arts. Maybe that's the kind of person he is. So we've got this pair, this king and queen, who are very different in some ways here. And the queen is challenged by the king, but I don't know what the king is challenged by. The Queen of Wisdom in the past showing up in reverse. You know, I feel like this could have been the Queen of Charisma when she was younger, or what she thought she might be, because it was in reverse. The beautiful red hair, and she's just floating in a little pool. And then the Nine of Strength, and she was kind of like put in a position of having to be strong. Maybe that's what this image of, maybe that's why we've got a Queen of Charisma challenged by a King of Wisdom. Maybe her charisma is so powerful that only the strongest and wisest of men can really even cause her to look in their direction. So if you are a fire sign woman and maybe you're dating, it might be really hard for you to find partnership that you think is equal to you. That could be a thing. You know, you'll have to apply this to you, who is this male figure in your life that is presenting challenges for you. The outcome is death. The death card is about transformation. This card reminds me of the Uno card where you're like, you pick, you know, draw 4 and choose a new color. And it's kind of like this person has to sort of be set back and choose a new path in order to get this death of a cycle, because there's all different versions of her. But there's only one of him. So there's this male figure who's essentially always been kind of in their own power, and there's this female who has tried on all kinds of masks and disguises and identities, and now I feel like here's this death card. It's like, okay, the universe is now saying, okay, divine feminine, now it's time for you to have this experience of death. You gotta collect 4 and change colors. So what's she gonna change into now? And I picked up the Queen of Strength in reverse. I mean, now we've got 3 queens on the table. There are a lot of components and parts of your personality for the fire sign women tuning in. There are these different aspects of who you are. They all have had some significance. 2 of them are in reverse. The one from the past is in reverse. The one from the future is also in reverse. The one at present is challenged by this King of Wisdom. And still I'm seeing being drawn to this death card, because somewhere in the future, this Queen of Strength, she's in reverse. There's a decision that has to be made, and she does not have the strength to make it. Why? Because of 8 of Strength in reverse. This card. It's like the 8 of Swords in reverse. Kind of like a self-made prison, basically. A prison in the mind, a prison in the heart. But on the outside is the Knight of Swords, or the Knight of Strength. And he is taking action, you know, and it's like, this is the 2 of them together. He is like trying to like use that sword, and she is just trapped. So I see a relationship of engagement here, where a masculine and a feminine are engaging with each other, and the feminine is experiencing a crisis of what I can only call identity. So she might be in a state of flux. She may be confused about something. She may be going through changes. But the Knight and the King both seem like they know what their role is. The Knight, his role is action. The King, his role is to just be himself and be wise. Hopes and fears. Page of Wisdom reverse, 10 of Charisma upright. I mean, the Queen of Charisma wants the 10 of Charisma. She wants the fullness of life. She wants the full experience of family and home and money and security and stability. That is definitely a hope. The fear being this Page of Wisdom in reverse. If I say the wrong thing, if I do the wrong thing, I could really, you know, cause problems. I could disrupt everything. The outcome is the 10 of Wisdom reversed. You know, basically, with the flip of a switch, this could be upright, this 10 of Wisdom. It's weird. When the 10s show up in reverse, it's very easy for them to be flipped to upright. It's really just a decision. So let's look a little deeper. Yeah, in the future sense, where this Queen of Strength is in reverse, I'm also pulling the Moon. This Ten of Wisdom, I'm also pulling the Six of Intelligence. And once again, we once again see this man with a sword coming out of something and into something else. So there is transformation happening, not just on the inner world of somebody, but in the outer world of somebody. And the problem is making those two a match. How do you match the energy from inside and outside and be true to yourself and not betray yourself? Let's get some oracle cards on this one. You know, someone wants to develop a certain part of their life. They want to improve it. First card out is peace. Let's see what else we get from the oracle for advice. This is the spell casting oracle. We got travel. Let's get one more. There we go. We got compassion. So peace, travel, and compassion. Very unique messages. Let's read about them in my little book here. Peace. This is a time for quiet, a time for reflection, to be still. The peace you crave requires you to slow down, to stop thinking, and to take time out. Give yourself a chance to be silent in order to hear the loving messages of angels' whispers, to feel the spirit rest upon your head, and to open your heart, to appreciate the beauty around you. Be still, breathe, and go deep into the sanctuary within. Here, in this sacred place, you'll find restoration of balance and harmony. Once you've convalesced in tranquility, you'll be able to see with new eyes and achieve a sense of peace in every moment. Yeah, I mean, in some ways, this divine feminine I'm reading for could just be a very anxious person and have a lot of anxiety, or some situation could be causing such anxiety. Travel. What you wish for will not come about by sheltering within the comfort of your four walls and all that makes you feel secure. You're being called to journey the road less traveled, for the answers you seek certainly won't be found while you're sitting on the sofa. I take that really personally. Ow. Instead, book that trip of a lifetime. Soak up the fiery sun of faraway lands. Go climb a mountain. Bathe in tropical waters, or make that overdue visit you've been promising. This is the perfect time to go and seek adventure and to retreat from a mundane world. So be the bold explorer. Go and discover for yourself what's waiting out there, just for you. Well, that is a beautiful card. I hope we see more of that card in the future. Compassion. So, it's time to soften your heart a little and offer a sympathetic ear to those close to you who are in need of your love and support at this time. Often, emotional hurts cause the heart chakra to close, preventing any feelings of tenderness towards others. It's time to break down your defenses and remember that a trouble shared is a trouble halved. Try to imagine how it feels from another's point of view as you start to hone your natural warmth and sympathetic nature. Compassion occurs when your heart expands and opens up to embrace both the emotions of others and those of your own. So go easy on yourself. All good advice. And I think too, when you're a Leo or an Aries or a Sagittarius, having compassion on yourself is like you need a constant reminder, because that fiery blast of energy is always kind of hovering nearby. And I think that this reading is pretty profound. I think this full moon energy that we're experiencing right now for fire signs, you know, take it seriously, is really trying to move you emotionally. It's really trying to awaken some dormant activity within your heart chakra. Okay, so maybe meditate, soak in the bath, do any kind of chakra clearing you like, whatever you like. Yoga is great, stretching, swimming. All right, I hope you liked this reading, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Namaste.